Welcome back to Volusia Speedway Park, where we are located for tonight's edition of the SweetTCrochets QuickTime Sprint Car Series in the SweetTCrochets QuickTime iRacing League. It's night number 4 and the final night, Big Gator night, of the SRL Gator Nationals. The Gator Nationals presented by the Schumacher Racing League, as we have a couple storylines to follow tonight. I am Keelan Belsha, here again by myself this evening as we get ready to bring the Gator Nationals to a close once and for all. Night number 4, Aiden Forster looks to put together the perfect sweep and be victorious once again here at the Volusia Speedway Park. We are happy you are joining us and spending your Monday night with us here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park here in Barberville, Florida. Let's take a look at your Gator Nationals points as we get started this evening. This year, top 20, top 5 receive payouts at the end of the night. Aiden Forster has won all 3 races to this point. He is sitting pretty comfortably, as I believe we have 11, maybe 12 cars registered for the evening. So he's looking pretty solid as long as he doesn't wreck his race car. Forster looks like he could be going home with the big Gator tonight, but Garrett Holsey is the closest man to him and mathematically can do it. If Holsey were to win tonight, Forster finishes, I believe, 8th or further back. Garrett Holsey could win, but if it's a tie, it would go to the best finisher, which is Aiden Forster. And mathematically, the cutoff for the top 5, we are looking at Cody Meadows as the last possible driver to get paid out this evening, but Meadows looks like he is not here tonight. So our eyes are really going to be on that battle for 5th between Anthony Woodhull and Tyler No. The 09 of Anthony Woodhull, he's been very solid, kind of inconsistent though. He's got that 1 second place finish, and outside of that, he has struggled to find speed and hold it in the top 5. We'll see what he can do tonight. Tyler No in that 14 machine. He's been here every night running around about that 8th, 9th, 10th position. Needs to do that again tonight to have a shot to get that 5th place finish in the Gator Nationals. Those 2 drivers come into tonight's race tied. Basically, highest finisher out of those guys will receive the payout this evening for 5th place. As Aiden Forster, Garrett Holsey, Andrew May, Jack Young, all with a guaranteed payout as it stands right now with how many drivers we have on deck for this evening. As looks like they will be going home with a bit of cash for their Gator Nationals efforts this season so far. 1:30 remains in the practice session this evening. There are 11 drivers registered right now. Aiden Forster currently fastest in our hot laps as we get ready to get tonight's race started with our heat racing and our qualifying getting ready to start this evening. These guys ready for some racing here at the Volusia Speedway Park. There's Tyler No in the 14, Andrew May in the 31 looking for his first win. Last night got a 2nd place finish, as we have a couple storylines to follow tonight, including Andrew May. Andrew May currently holds the A&B Outdoors, not A&B, SweetTCrochets QuickTime Sprint Car Series record for most races won in a row. 5 consecutive wins dating back to Season 3, Races 3, which was Race 3 of the Gator Nationals that season, running all the way to Race 7, which I believe was Kokomo. He won 5 in a row. Aiden Forster trying to chase him down for that as he looks for his 4th win in a row this evening. Is that 20 of Aiden Forster? It would be his 8th victory in the QuickTime iRacing League overall and his 5th in the QuickTime Sprint Car Series. So Forster looking to get 4 in a row this evening. Tonight is a double points night as well, so if your favorite driver's doing well in points right now, he has a shot to keep that up. So as Aaron Trotter, Bo Krebs, couple guys making it late into the session here. Looks like they will be here this evening. We are looking at 13 right now as it stands. But tonight is a double points night. It's the first of 5 double points nights throughout the season. So These opportunities very rare to gain these double points, and it is an opportunity these drivers have tonight. Qualifying getting started here from the Volusia Speedway Park as they get ready to run their laps here. Try to put their car fastest on the board. Joey Hintz in his debut this season, currently top of the board, only driver to take a lap. We'll see who we can catch doing their qualifying lap. That is Jack Young in the 10 car. Has ran a 13.616, currently putting him top of the board. Anthony Woodhull now on top with a 13.382. Woodhull in that tie position with Tyler No-E. We just learned how to pronounce his name. It's been nearly 3 years. He's never said nothing, and I just now learned it. So thank you to Tyler's fiance, and let me know if I'm getting that right. Tyler No-E. No-E? No-E. Just reading it, thought it was no this whole time. So hopefully I got it correct now. I apologize for the years of mispronunciation I've had on that. Mr. No-E will be in that battle for the final position in the Gator Nationals this evening with Anthony Woodhull. Cody Meadows would be right behind him, but I am not seeing Cody Meadows here tonight, so it's not looking like he's going to be in a position to fight for that Gator Nationals 5th place. So there goes Forster in his 20 machine, seeing where he can put that 20 car as he looks for his 4th victory in a row. Lap number 1 puts him top of the board. Might only need to run 1 lap. Andrew May second, 13.366. Trying to see what lap time Forster did put down. I guess I'll just pull up the intervals right there. Waiting on J.J. Hill and Austin Griffey to clock in a lap time. J.J. Hill may be late this evening. Just got word that he is still at work. So we will see if he makes it. As looking right now like he would make his 4th feature of the year. Might be the most popular driver in that garage area, and everybody's favorite, the fan favorite. We'll see if that continues throughout the season. Top 4 all within 1/10 of a second, that being Forster, May, Woodhull, and Holsey. Holsey and May and Young, I guess, really the only guys mathematically in contention to dethrone Forster tonight. And as it stands right now, as Forster, again, going for 4 in a row. That is something that's only happened once, and it got up to 5 in a row for Andrew May. Tonight, Forster tries to accomplish that. So far this season, only 1 driver has won a race, and that's being Aiden Forster with 3 so far. Top 5s right now. Only 2 drivers have top 5s in all 3 races. That would be Aiden Forster and Garrett Holsey. Andrew May and Jack Young both have 2 so far. Aiden Forster, with this qualifying effort, is going to get his 4th QuickTime of the season. QuickTime presented by Blaze Designs. It's his 4th of the year. Nobody else has touched one yet. Hard Charger Awards, though, something Forster hasn't been able to touch, as he has started first in nearly every event he has started so far this season. Judd Muner in that 82 machine has 2 of them so far. Sean Leisure, the only other one to win one. As we set your starting lineup for the first heat of the evening, first, I believe, of 2 that we will get. On the pole from Cass City, Michigan, driving a number 20 Momentum Sim Sport machine, it is the Iceman Aiden Forster, 3-time winner this season. To his outside from Superior, Wisconsin, driving a number 09 machine, it is Anthony Woodhull in second. In the third position, driving a number 82 from Victoria, Australia, the Rookie of the Year contender in the number 82, it is Judd Muner. To his outside, driving a number 10 machine from Thomasville, Pennsylvania, for Brent Marks Racing, it is the Asian sensation Jack Young. In the fifth position, driving a number 14 machine from Sylvania, Ohio, it is the Snowman Tyler Noe. And to his outside was supposed to be that 28 of Colton Coe. I believe he has missed the grid this evening. Colton Coe making his season debut in that number 28 machine from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Colton Coe holding the record here in QuickTime for most hard chargers. Could be something he is going for tonight. I believe he has 7 in his QuickTime career. Could be contending with J.J. Hill for that one. I believe those two sit top 2 all time. Getting ready to take the green flag in our first heat of the evening out of 2, as we have 13, I believe, 13 cars here this evening. This will just take your starting position for tonight's race. Aiden Forster, Anthony Woodhull going to lead us to the green. We are underway in heat number 1 from Volusia. Woodhull goes really wide, gives up that second spot to Jack Young, who advances a position in the first corner. Woodhull fighting him back for that spot. There you see Tyler Noe back and forth, trying to run down Woodhull for that transfer spot. Big trouble behind him with Judd Muner. We stay green. Woodhull to the bottom of the racetrack, going to slide up in front of Young. Nearly cleared himself and wrecked them all, as that's going to open the door for Tyler Noe in the number 14 to make a move to the outside of Jack Young. Side by side for the transfer spot. They make contact. Noe going to clear him, and he takes the transfer spot away. In the third spot goes the 14 machine, Jack Young, with some work to do. I say transfer spot, but everybody's making a feature, so this is really just improving your starting position in tonight's feature race. Tyler Noe in the 14 will do that with the pass on Jack Young if he can maintain it. Colton Coe has made it out to the racetrack in that GoPro machine. He sits in 5th right now, as Aiden Forster continues to pace the pack with 3 laps to go here in the opening heat of the evening. .8 seconds back is the 09 of Anthony Woodhull. I believe we had trouble with that 14 of Tyler Noe. Unclear what happened, but he is out of his 3rd spot now by 2 laps, as Aiden Forster will win the opening heat of the evening. Woodhull 2nd, Jack Young 3rd, Colton Coe in that GoPro machine will wheel it around to the 4th position. There was trouble for the 14 of Tyler Noe and the 82 of Judd Muner. So those drivers do have work to do this evening. Going to be starting a little bit deeper than they prefer. And for Tyler Noe, who is fighting for that 5th spot in the Gator Nationals with Anthony Woodhull, who got a 2nd place finish, that is going to make things just a tad bit tougher for him. Setting your grid for the second heat of the evening. On pole, driving a Brent Marks Racing, number 31 machine from Bedford, Pennsylvania, 16-time winner in the QuickTime iRacing League. It is Andrew May in the 31, the big unit. To his outside, driving the 888 machine, 888, for Elite Performance Industries from Lone Jack, Missouri, Rookie of the Year contender Garrett Holsey, who currently sits second in Gator Nationals standings. Row number 2 in the 168 machine on the inside for Mighty Duck Performance from Eureka, California. It's Big Bad Bo Krebs. To his outside, driving a number 46 machine from Arcola, Illinois. That is Aaron Trotter. Talked to him a little bit yesterday. And driving the 014 machine, a series veteran here back in the day. I believe one of the youngest drivers in the field as well. In the 014, that is going to be Joey Hintz. To his outside, that is Austin Griffey, who's looking to have a turnaround, as basically all of his starts so far this season have been ones to forget. I don't know if there's actually a race to this point this season where he made it past the first lap. It has been a troublesome start to the season for Griffey, looking to turn around that misfortune this evening. May and Holsey got into a bit of a scuffle in the Discord server last night. We will see if that plays out this evening in the race. Holsey and May side by side. They make a little bit of contact going into the corner. May is going to clear them. They are side by side for the second spot. Holsey and Big Bad Bo Krebs in the 168. Krebs diving down to the bottom. Gonna slide up in front of Austin Griffey for the third position as the top two look to race each other down. It is a big battle and a swarm for the third spot between Bo Krebs, Austin Griffey, and Aaron Trotter. Trotter to the inside in that 46. Can't get around Griffey in that corner. That may open up the door for Joey Hintz in the 014. He's gonna slide up in front of Trotter. That for the fifth spot. Hintz into the fence. Top two separated by less than 0.2 of a second, about a car length. You could stick in between them. Holsey to the inside of the racetrack as May is ripping the top, trying to make it work. Holsey gonna, oh goodness, trouble right there. Holsey slides up in front of May, and that is gonna leave us an unhappy driver in that 31. If I know Andrew May, he will not be happy with that one, but Garrett Holsey does take the race lead away. Bo Krebs now in second. Austin Griffey third. As Garrett Holsey out to a manageable lead, coming to 2 laps to go in this heat. Going to be coming to the white flag this time. Might have a bit of drama this evening, folks. If the last night in the Discord server was any indicator, we could be seeing a couple guys not too happy with each other this evening. I'm interested to see how they will race each other in the feature, as Garrett Holsey wins the second heat of the evening. Bo Krebs second, Austin Griffey third, Aaron Trotter fourth, and Joey Hintz will bring it home in the 5th spot to set your field for tonight's feature event. I believe they will run this warm-up session. Which they will. We will see if this will open up the opportunity to let us talk to anybody. So these guys run their warm-ups. We'll see what happens as we inch closer to feature racing from the Volusia Speedway Park. Welcome back to the Volusia Speedway Park. We are here for SweetTCrochets QuickTime Sprint Car Series coverage of Night 4 of the SRL Gator Nationals. Drivers running a few more laps, getting the track where they like it as we get ready for action. Just a reminder that tonight's coverage is brought to you by SweetTCrochet. For all of your crochet needs, hit up SweetTCrochet on Instagram or Facebook. You are watching the KBueno Racing Network. Can't say enough about the KBueno Racing Network and how thankful we are for the partnership that they have given us here as we get ready to enter another great night of racing, another great feature race this evening. Aiden Forster has proven to be the class of the field for 2 weeks now, and if he can finish it off tonight, he will make it 4 in a row and chase down that record set by Andrew May back in Season 3 of 5 consecutive wins. A little bit of dramatic flair in the second heat of the evening between Garrett Holsey and Andrew May, two drivers who may have some words to say about each other this evening. I think it'd be interesting if we got to talk to them this evening. Heck, if we got to talk to both of them, I might bring them in here at the same time. I don't know. Also joining me up here, when needed, will be JJ Hill, who has made it back from work. Welcome back, JJ. Rolling off P-last, dead last in your feature race tonight, but you made the feature, so that's what matters. Welcome up here, Mr. Commissioner JJ. And,
yeah, Keelan, I mean, we only brought one chassis to Volusia. We junked it kind of the other night, so we just wanted to preserve the night, go work a little bit, and then just show up the feature.
That's what it was, huh?
Mm-hmm. You can definitely say that.
That is something you can say.
Because, you know, virtual chassis are pretty expensive.
They do. They add up. We just talked to Andrew May about that the other day with Brent Mark Sim Racing. They add up.
Oh, indeed they do.
Getting ready for feature action here from the Volusia Speedway Park. We will set your starting lineup shortly. And we'll take one last look at your points this evening and what this means for these drivers. As those top 5, that's the positions that pay. So if you're not in the top 5, nothing else matters. And what it's looking like, it's going to be for that 5th position, take the best finisher between the 09 of Anthony Woodhull and the 14 of Tyler Noe. And Tyler Noe, who did have trouble in his heat, does have some work to do. So we will see what that 14 machine can do as we get ready to stack them 4 by 4 for tonight's feature action from the Volusia Speedway Park. On pole, driving a number 20 machine. From Cass City, Michigan, for Momentum Sim Sport, it is the 20 machine of Aiden Forster, who's looking for 4 in a row, and a guy who gave him a run for his money last night in the 888, it's Garrett Holsey. Anthony Woodhull and Bo Krebs in row number 2. Jack Young, Austin Griffey. Row 3, Colton Coe making his season debut. Rolls off in 7th alongside Aaron Trotter. Tyler Noe in the 14 alongside Joey Hintz in that 5th row. And in row number 6, we have Andrew May back there in the 12th position. Alongside him is Judd Muner in the 82. Rounding out the pack is JJ Hill in that 3 machine. Pick your favorite driver. Hope they win the action tonight as we get ready to stack them 4 by 4 for the fans for making it out this evening, supporting the QuickTime Sprint Car Series. Just a reminder, as we stack them here 4 wide. As we stack them here 4 wide, coverage of tonight's action is brought to you by SweetTCrochet. For all of your crochet needs, visit SweetTCrochets on Instagram and Facebook. We are once again tonight on the KBueno Racing Network, stacking them 4 by 4 for all of you guys, the fans, for making it out tonight on our live stream. Our family members, friends of our racers, we appreciate you for the support this evening as the QuickTime Sprint Car Series presented by SweetTCrochets is happy you guys are spending your Monday night with us here on the KBueno Racing Network. The fourth and final feature event of the Gator Nationals. It's a double points tonight. It's a big Gator night. This is the one that matters, as it's $10 to win this evening. Aiden Forster has already made, I believe it's $20. He can make it $30 by winning tonight, and if he wins tonight, he'll win the whole thing in the Gator Nationals, which means he gets max payout, which is going to be looking close to $50. I believe it's going to be right at $45. So it's a big thing to win these Gator Nationals. And in the home state of one of our drivers, JJ Hill. JJ, you got the bird's eye view of everybody in this field. How's the track feeling tonight? What's the plan out there in
I ran about
last?
6 laps and hot laps there, and to be honest with you, I felt pretty good. I think you can run up there and win this thing.
We love the wishful thinking for that number 3 machine. As we get ready to take it green, it will be Aiden Forster in the 20 car leading us to the green flag. Last night, Garrett Holsey gave him a run for it. Tonight, we will see if he can do the same. For the 4th and final time in Season 5 at the Volusia Speedway Park, we are green as the green flag is in the air. The Gator Nationals' final night is underway. Aiden Forster leads them off the first corner as they flail out behind him. Anthony Woodhull taking a trip to the inside of the racetrack. Not going to be able to get around Garrett Holsey or Jack Young. Jack Young and Garrett Holsey, another guy, a couple drivers who got into a bit of a spit last night after a last night move by Garrett Holsey to take the 2nd position. We will see if they do anything, as there you see Anthony Woodhull and Tyler Noe running 4th and 5th. That is for the final position in the Gator Nationals, as Holsey is all over Aiden Forster. Remember, Forster, he still has to keep a clean nose to win tonight's Gator Nationals and win it overall. It's not a guarantee, as Holsey all over him. This is one of the first times this week we have seen Forster get off the bottom of the racetrack. He's been all over that bottom for the last week and a half nearly. He's up on the top right now as Holsey's trying to make a run for it. As there you see Jack Young in the 10 machine riding in 3rd. Anthony Woodhull right behind him. Tyler Noe in the 14 trying to run him down.
In the back.
That's going to be for the 4th position. As there you see Tyler Noe in the fence right there, right as the yellow comes out. Upside down on the racetrack. That is Aaron Trotter in the 46. He's in trouble. And we're going to get a look at what happened. Early in the event right here, there you see Aaron Trotter in the 46. There was trouble between Andrew May and Austin Griffey right there. And that was the furthest that Austin Griffey has really made it all week. So, not what he wanted to have happen for him. We'll get a look here to see what could have started this one. Was going into turn number 1 right here. Griffey, comes down into Colton Coe, and then he comes down into Andrew May. That's the trouble. Joey Hintz does a good job getting around it. As trouble right there for those guys. Does bring out the first caution flag of the night. As we get back up front, it is the 20 of Aiden Forster in control of this thing so far. Holsey was there, couldn't make a move to get around him. And that battle for 4th was looking like it was tightening up between Anthony Woodhull and Tyler Noe. That for the 5th position to get paid out this evening. Andrew May has driven his car up to the 8th position after starting near the very back. It's going to be Forster, Holsey, Young, Woodhull, Noe, Krebs, Coe, May, Hintz, Hill. As we come to the green flag here, Aiden Forster going to bring us back to the green, looking for his 4th straight victory. He's got 20 laps to do it. Green flag back in the air for Aiden Forster. Garrett Holsey in the 2nd spot with some work to do. Jack Young in the 10, trying to make that work hard for Holsey in the 888. See the cars fan out as they go into turn number 3. That's Noe in the 14 on the bottom. Bo Krebs in the middle of that 3-wide action. Anthony Woodhull in the 09 in that 4th spot. Battle could be tightening up for the lead as Holsey gets a run on the bottom of the racetrack. He's all over Aiden Forster. Battle for the lead here at Volusia. Last night we did see Holsey get around Forster for a couple laps, but he couldn't maintain it as the race progressed. Just too many laps for Forster to find out what he was doing. Contact with the 2 leaders, which sends Forster sideways. Holsey going to take the lead by about 3 car lengths. And now Forster, he's going to be driving with a purpose after that little bit of contact. Holsey raced him hard. Forster might not be happy with that. So he's going to try to run down that 888. Battle for 3rd, heating up for Bo Krebs, as Woodhull's going to go around him for the 4th spot. That top side rolling a little bit further back here in the pack. Anthony Woodhull going to clear Bo Krebs. Andrew May going to try to make a move on Bo Krebs. That for the 5th position. As Tyler Noe in that 14 slipping back. His chances of running down Woodhull slowly diminishing. Actually, I don't see where Noe is. There he is right there. He had trouble. He has slipped all the way back to 9th. So there you see Hill coming around the track as Holsey has gapped Forster. Might be a little bit of damage on that 20 car after that contact they made, which has put Garrett Holsey in the 888 out into the big lead. But he needs Forster to lose several more positions if he wants a shot to win the Gator Nationals entirely. Anthony Woodhull sitting in the 4th spot right there. As it stands right now, he would get the 5th spot and win the 5th spot of the Gator Nationals. Jack Young, 2 spots up on Andrew May. That would currently put him in the 3rd spot for the Gator Nationals as he came in 1 spot behind Andrew May. That would put May in 4th. As Holsey continues to maintain that gap on Aiden Forster. Coming to 10 laps to go for Garrett Holsey, trying to end the streak that Forster has started at 3 races, but Forster has cut the gap to under half a second. Forster has found something on the very top of the racetrack. We're going to have a race here. Forster just doesn't need to do what Holsey did last night. Holsey was searching the top of that racetrack, and he got too far up there and smacked the fence. But Forster has closed the gap, and he can see the hands of Holsey, see what he's doing. Forster up way high, closing the gap. On board with him. As there he goes around the outside. Aiden Forster to the race lead. But Holsey not going to let him go too easily. He's diving it deep in that corner. Not able to get him, though. Here on the bottom goes the 888 of Garrett Holsey. Almost contacts. But Forster's going to clear him. And he's going to get a couple car lengths on Holsey. And it just feels like wherever Forster is running, he is going to find the speed, whether it's on the bottom of the racetrack right against the wall, or on the top side of the racetrack right against the wall. He's smacking that wall on entry, making it work, is Aiden Forster as he comes up on the lap car of J.J. Hill. Holsey sitting there in second. Battle for third could be heating up with 5 laps to go right here. Jack Young, Anthony Woodhull battling it out for the final podium position here. And if Young loses this spot, he would be tied with Andrew May by the end of this. And that tiebreaker would typically go to best finish, but they both have a second place finish this week. And their average finish would be the same because they did the same, so they're going to have to figure out a tiebreaker formula for that as Woodhull drives around Jack Young. Young going to fight back. We have a great race for this third position, as Aiden Forster has put a second on Garrett Holsey. This battle for third, they are trading slide jobs back and forth. Be interesting to see who can bring that one home. As out front, the Michigan native who we met back in Season 2 of QuickTime on the MFK Speed Lab team. A driver who could never quite notch that first win, got it late in Season 3, And he's going to get his 5th career QuickTime Sprint Car Series victory. Aiden Forster, 4 in a row. He sweeps the Gator Nationals with 4 straight victories. Holsey brings it home in 2nd. Jack Young, 3rd. Anthony Woodhull, 4th. Andrew May, 5th. Colton Coe, 1st race of the season, gets 6th. Bo Krebs, 7th. Tyler Noe in the 14 finishes in 8th. As Aiden Forster sweeps the Gator Nationals completely clean. 4 straight victories for that number 20 machine, defeating Garrett Holsey for the 3rd night this week. Holsey's going to finish 2nd to Aiden Forster. And as the Gator Nationals stand, Aiden Forster with a perfect 400 points. Garrett Holsey will get 2nd. Jack Young with a 3rd place finish tonight, and Andrew May with a 5th place finish will give Jack Young 3rd in the Gator Nationals. Andrew May in 4th, and Anthony Woodhull, by virtue of beating Tyler Noe, J.J. Hill, and Austin Griffey tonight, he will finish in the 5th spot in those Gator Nationals. We will be right back to talk to our top 3 finishers this evening. First off, let's go through our results this evening, though, in Night 4 of the Gator Nationals. Bringing it home with his 4th straight win. Can anybody beat him? Might find out at a new track next week. Aiden Forster with the win once again. Garrett Holsey led several laps this evening, but just couldn't find whatever Forster found towards the tail end of that race. Jack Young with a solid 3rd place finish after trading slide jobs with Anthony Woodhull. He's going to get it done in the 3rd spot. Woodhull does get 4th. Andrew May, after trouble in his heat, drives it up to the 5th spot. And he may have some words to say about Garrett Holsey this evening. I do believe Andrew May also gets our Hard Charger award this evening. JJ can confirm in a second. And that may be the first Hard Charger for Andrew May. We'll check that out. Colton Coe.
It is. Andrew May is the Hard Charger award winner tonight.
Never see that before. I believe he has one in his career before today, so good for Andrew May. Colton Coe with 6th, Bo Krebs 7th, Tyler Tyler Noe in 8th. I'll get that down. Don't worry, Miss Tyler, fiance. We'll get that down. Joey Hintz in the 9th position in his season debut. J.J. Hill brings it home in the 10th spot.
Top 10, baby.
Top 10. Austin Griffey 11th, Aaron Trotter in 12th, and Judd Muner finishes in 13th. We will bring it home in 1 second. We'll be back from Volusia. Welcome back to the Volusia Speedway Park here for the fourth night of the Gator Nationals. Aiden Forster brings it home again with his fourth straight win, and we will talk to Aiden Forster right now. Hey Aiden, it's Keelan up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir.
All right, Aiden. Well, your fourth straight win. Thought it was going to slip away from you there when Holsey finally got around you. You found something on the top all week long. It's been, hey, I'm either running the bottom, I'm really fast, or I'm going to run the top, I'm really fast. What was different about tonight, and how did you find that top? And it seems like it was like an instant. It snapped, and then you were nearly 3/10 faster than on a lap. What went on there? Take us through the track searching, how different it was, everything.
Yeah, track was definitely completely different tonight. We're on a completely different end of the racetrack tonight and won. So hopefully that shows the speed we got. And yeah, the track I ran in on the bottom a bunch, and that built up a huge curb, and was able to lean on the cushion there, and it was just give the car a huge run down the straightaways, and we were able to run around them there and get the win.
Yeah, and you were beating that right rear off the fence right there, and the topic of conversation last night and going into today was about how the track wear was making it so bottom dominant and nothing could happen up top. And then tonight, that top started working and you still made it work. So kind of turning into Formula One here, where you have just completely dominated us. I mean, wherever the track was moving, you find a way to move with it. So your fourth straight win, which is the second longest streak all time in the QuickTime Sprint Car Series. And I know you told me a little bit earlier in the season, one of your goals was to beat that record set by Andrew May 2 seasons ago when he got 5 victories in a row. What does it mean to get your 8th win all time here in QuickTime, your 5th in the Sprint Car Series, and to get the second longest streak, just being one race away from that record that your idol in QuickTime, Andrew May, set?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I remember 3 years ago running this league and getting absolutely stomped every week. So it's pretty cool to come back and with the same guys and get some wins. It's fun to bring this back. I'm glad you guys have done it, and hopefully can keep the streak going.
Fourth straight win for Aiden Forster. You got anybody you want to thank for making the fourth straight win possible?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Speed Shot 51, Mac Tools, Trackside Collective, Verdict, Tanner Pettit. Tanner's the reason I've gotten to here in my iRacing career, and I can't thank him enough. I gotta thank my girlfriend and her family for watching. It means a lot, and hopefully we can get that record.
Aiden Forster, congratulations on your fourth straight win.
Thank you.
Forster 4 in a row, and seems like he can't get more impressive. That is... There we go. And now we're going to get to talk to Garrett Holsey in the Triple Eight. Garrett, it's Keelan. You got me?
Yep.
Hey, buddy. Well, another second place finish to Aiden Forster. I thought tonight might be the night. You looked faster early, and then just late in the race, he found a way to get up there up top. What is that 20 car finding right now here at Volusia that you aren't, and what more did you need to beat him on the racetrack tonight?
Well, I found something through the middle, of course. Got out front, started to increase that gap, and that kind of just gives Forrester the chance to go searching. And, you know, when you're the leader, you kind of have to stick with what works, right? So, but I started to see that gap close, but of course I couldn't see where he was going. So it was kind of, you had to wait until he gets here, and then I had an opportunity to throw a slider. I did, and I didn't come out all the way up the racetrack. I wish I would have, because I think he would have ran into my back bumper and it would have been a race over for him. But yeah, not really much more you could do. I saw he was running the fence, and with the current build and like these setups, I'm not very comfortable with the setup, so I wasn't trying to go waste another race trying to run the fence and, you know, end up getting to the wall and wrecking my car. So I think I tried the top maybe 1 or 2 laps, and then I was like, yeah, this just isn't gonna work. So I went back to where I was fastest, right around the middle, and kind of hoped and prayed from there. That's really all about I could have done.
Well, another second place finish, not bad at all, and you're going to finish second in the Gator Nationals overall, which is I believe $10 to your credit. So Forster, he just absolutely destroyed us all week long. I think he got 45, so 10 for you. Not as much as him, of course, but a good, consistent effort for you, I believe. 3 second places and a 4th is what it was. So a lot of speed at Volusia, which is a track that I've heard you say it's not one of your favorites. So next week going into Cedar Lake on Sunday and Monday, and then I believe we got USA right after that, Sunday and Monday. We got a couple tracks that are switching up the vibe from Volusia, from a half-mile wide-open track to a bit more of a technical racetrack in Cedar Lake. How confident are you going into these tracks upcoming on your speed and maybe having a shot to beat that 20 car?
Well, honestly, I don't have a clue right now because I have yet to run a 410 sprint car race at Cedar Lake, let alone actually touch Cedar Lake on the current build. So I don't know what the lines are and how it races and how fast I am. But thinking back, I've usually always been pretty good at Cedar, especially if a bottom comes in, or I can run the fence there as well. So I've had some success there. But USA, I'm not really too much of a fan of either because it's really big. I think it's the biggest dirt track on the sim. It's really flat and it's just not my cup of tea. But who knows? I think I feel pretty good about Cedar Lake, but I don't know for sure just because I haven't ran with the current update.
Cedar Lake next week. Got a week to learn it, and got the micro sprint series on Saturday. So we got some activities lined up. Gonna be fun. Garrett, you want to thank for the second place effort in the Gator Nationals this last week.
Yeah, thank Sean English Racing, Elite Performance Industries, Shocks. Thank you, and yeah, I think it's gonna come someday soon. Just we've been able to overtake Forrester twice, 2 consecutive features, but the track, I'm just so shocked on how quickly the track changes because we don't have a full field these last few nights. So I really wasn't expecting the track to change so much, and I was kind of expecting that line that I chose to stick with the whole race, but obviously it didn't. So just really surprised by that more than anything. So I think if we can get out front in one of these features at a different racetrack, maybe hopefully we can find a line that works and hope that Forrester doesn't go searching and find something I can't stop. But yeah, just thank you to the previous I mentioned, and thanks for the series for putting this on, putting the money up, and the broadcast.
Yes, sir, we thank you for the kind words, and thank you for joining us tonight. Hope to see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
Garrett Halsey with the second place finish this evening, second place finish overall in the Gator Nationals. Third place finisher this evening, they traded the position back and forth a couple times. It is the 10 of Jack Young. Jack, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Another third place finish this evening, and you've had a very consistent effort in the Gator Nationals. I believe your best finish second. You got a third, a fifth, and a 7th, I'm pretty sure. Is that correct?
Correct.
Just barely beating out Andrew Mann. I know after the Nationals points are all said and done, you came in down 1 point to him, and you're going to leave up 1 point on him. So up to third in the Gator Nationals. Great effort for you, and in a double points tonight, these podium runs aren't taken for granted. So Jack, take me through your race, and that you had a good race with Woodhull there coming to the checkered. Take me through it, and that third place finish you had tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to be able to run the track in, and I've said it in the first race we ran. I wanted to get comfortable with the setup more and try the top, rip the top a little. There, later in the race, I felt my car was getting more free, and I put my wing back. It was still free, so and then at that point I heard Waddle coming, and him and I just started throwing sliders. It was a good battle. He always drove me clean, so it's just I just hope coming out of Volusia that I can be a little bit more consistent. That seventh place, I wasn't really I felt really bad that race. I was really free. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. I just felt really free. I'm not sure if it was just because of track conditions or I was just driving over my head, but it's nice to be able to get out of Volusia and clear your head after those 4 days and move on to a different track. So I'm definitely excited for the rest of the season.
You're going to be heading to Cedar Lake next week and talk about that third place run that you put together in the Gator Nationals overall, beating out your teammate Andrew May in points by 1. And he had his bit of trouble tonight, so you didn't really see him on the racetrack as far as I can remember. But a nice third place effort for you. Sets you up nice in points as you try to run down Aiden Forster. Don't know if anybody can touch that 20 car, but
yeah, I don't know either.
But the goal to get a top 3, top 5 in points, whatever you're looking for, right now you're looking pretty golden on, and possibly a shot to get a win, because I know technically Season 4 you got to win, but everybody knows those races aren't in the record books. They're impossible to find. So you're really going for that first career win, and you've put together some good efforts. Do you think it's coming this season?
I'm really confident this season, especially in our PA swing, just because I run iRacing PA posse. You know, just as much laps as I get at the Grove, Port Royal, and Lincoln, just all those tracks. I feel really confident going into it, especially at Lincoln. I feel like I know what I'm doing pretty well at Lincoln, so we'll see.
Definitely going to open up the door, give you a shot to win one of these races. A third place finish for you tonight, third place finish overall in the Gator Nationals. You got anybody you want to thank, Jack?
Yeah, first and foremost, you guys for putting this season up again and putting up this broadcast. I know it's definitely not easy, and I like to thank Andy and Forrester. We've been talking through the whole, like, all 4 races, just giving each other feedback, see what the best lines are and everything. They've really helped me out, and I'm sure I've helped them out as well. There's just 2 great people, especially, you know, Andy with his past with this league and what he's done in this league. It's really nice being able to be around those sort of people. And then I like to thank Brent Marks' Sim Team and Brent Marks for giving me the opportunity for me and Andy to race for him. And I like to thank his sponsors. New sponsor came just this year. It's McGrewBid.com. It's on his body. It's on the side of his body. It looks pretty nice. M&M Painting and Construction, BAPS Paints, Livewire Customs, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, and I'd like to thank my personal sponsors, Koi Asian Restaurant and Muddy Run Boar Goats.
Jack Young, thank you for joining us this evening, and hope to see you next week at Cedar Lake. Maybe you have a shot to bring home a victory there.
You never know, huh?
Never know.
We'll see you guys.
Jack Young with the third place finish this evening. Now I'm going to bring in tonight's hard charger. Wonder if his biggest fan is in here tonight. We'll check in a second. Andrew May, it's Keelan. You got me.
Hello.
Hey Andrew, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing all right, and I know you might be doing a little bit better, knowing you just got your second career hard charger effort in the QuickTime Sprint Car Series.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I don't like starting in the back, so.
Well, I mean, you started in the back.
Made the most of it.
You took advantage of it, so nothing too terribly wrong with that, I guess. Andrew, had a little bit of a scuffle there in your heats, and that's what sets you back. But take us through your feature race this evening, where you had to climb up through the field. I know a couple guys took each other out, and that allowed you to get those spots pretty easy, but had to climb up there, had a 5th place run. You think if there were more laps, you had a shot to maybe run down your teammate or Anthony Woodhull there, because that spot was for Gator Nationals points position, and Young beating you by 2 spots did knock you down to 4th overall in the Gator Nationals. You think if you had a few more laps, you could have run them down?
Well, yeah, the start of the race, I mean, I just had to go where everybody else wasn't. I was really patient down on the bottom just to kind of get, like, Joey and JJ clear and some of those guys that started in the back. And then I just kind of moved lines there. That caution helped me a lot. I was able to get caught back up the field and run the top and battle with Bo for a little bit. And, he ran me pretty clean, so just had to get past him, and then I was kind of just stuck in 5th. If I had 30 laps, I might have caught up to him. If I had 35, I would have definitely caught up to him. But, everybody's pretty fast up there, so it's hard to get caught up when everybody's kind of running the same line and running as hard as they were. So, I mean, it's hard to start 12th and win, so not much I could do.
That win could be coming this season, though, as Forster wins his 4th in a row. That is going to be your 3rd top 5 of the season today. So, starting off the season pretty good. Double points night, so that hard charger bonus point does double itself. So,
okay, there you go.
Definitely not bad at all. So that may be a bright side. You got the first ever hard charger that's worth 2 points this season. So, congratulations on that.
That's big time.
I mean, that'll help you out. You may have a shot at the championship now just because of that.
That's huge for the boys. Yeah, well, when you don't get crashed in a heat race, you also have a shot at it. But
well,
you live and you learn. We'll go on to next week.
Yeah, you shouldn't have let yourself get crashed, man. Guess that's how it is.
Yeah, that's how she goes.
I mean, maybe he didn't. I mean, it looked like a racing deal from here. I know no mirrors. It's a little bit tougher to tell. So, I was saying as it happened though. I figured you two, or at least you, wouldn't be very happy, and y'all two could settle your differences later. So hopefully you guys will do that, because don't want anybody mad at each other. But leaving Volusia finally. That was the 4th straight race, and we're moving into Cedar Lake next week. You feel confident at that racetrack and throughout the tracks that we hit up? So at the rest of the schedule, it's Cedar Lake, USA, a couple good racetracks to come up to next.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be fine. I ran okay all week. I figured out the track there yesterday, and I qualified second, I think, both nights in a row. So I'm all right. I just need to not suck. Really, that's just how it went the first 2 nights. So once we get to some of these other tracks, Port and Lincoln and Williams Grove, Lernerville, Cedar Lake, Knoxville, I'll be all right. I just need to get out of Volusia.
Yeah, leaving Volusia finally, which is good for some guys, and some guys maybe not too happy with it, like our JJ Hills, who like making the field. So
he's putting on a clinic tonight.
He did. I mean, he
13th to 10th.
He almost took your hard charger. He got
true.
We told him yesterday Joey Hintz would beat him, and he did today. So congratulations, Joey Hintz.
We did.
Good run in his
great
debut.
job, Joey Hintz.
Nice nice run today for him.
It's huge for the boys.
Well, Andrew, you want to thank for bringing home the 5th place finish this evening and the hard charger.
Yeah, I want to thank you, dude. You're putting on a good job here. Streaming by yourself ain't easy. I can tell you that. So, I want to thank you and SweetTCrochets for putting the Florida Nationals on. Brent Mark Sim Team, Battery Boys, M&M Painting Construction, Livewire Customs, High Performance Lubricants, Wolf Run Landscapes, Jeremy Zarfos Photography, K1 Race Gear, Baps Paints, and SweetTCrochets. I want to also thank Billy Rowley for the sweet paint scheme I have this year. So glad to run it every week, because every time I look at this thing, I like it more. So
it's a great paint scheme, yes it is. So
thank you.
We thank you for joining us this evening, and we look forward to headed out to wherever we go next. Cedar Lake.
I agree.
That'll be a fun one. Cedar Lake. Get out of Volusia.
Facts.
All right, buddy. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, boys.
Andrew May, your hard charger this evening, as Volusia and the Gator Nationals come to an end, and I want to give a big thank you to SRL, the Schumacher Racing League, for joining us for these Gator Nationals. We put on a great 4-night event. Next week, we head to the Cedar Lake Speedway. And congratulations to Aiden Forster on sweeping all 4 nights and winning the Gator Nationals overall event. I know that's big time for Forster. Not quite winning $10,000 like the iRacing World of Outlaws, but I think he's winning enough this week, enough to maybe buy some flowers for his girlfriend or something like that. So congratulations to Aiden Forster, and thank you to all our sponsors who have joined us this evening. Big thank you to the KBueno Racing Network as well. We love being on this service, and a big thank you to Kenneth Bueno for letting us come out here and put this on. Next week, the SweetTCrochets QuickTime Sprint Car Series travels to the Cedar Lake Speedway, where we get ready for more action up in the virtual Wisconsin Speedway for the Badger Bash. More to be announced on the Badger Bash on the QuickTime Instagram. You can find that at QuickTime Series. Go give us a follow on there. Well, for all of us at the KBueno Racing Network, for myself, Keelan Belsha, Kenneth Bueno, Francisco Bacayao, Charlie Beyer, everybody else that is involved in the KBueno Racing Network, we want to say thank you for joining us this evening for tonight's edition of the SweetTCrochets QuickTime iRacing League, and we will see you next week for the Badger Bash from Cedar Lake.